Similar to the blue car illustration, professionals who challenge their position with underlying interests gain an advantage of rational thought and more constructive outcomes. In all conflict resolution events, objectivity is mandatory. I use the word objectivity to differentiate between what a person feels and what is really happening. The word objectivity is easy to remember when you see that the word object is embedded within it. An object is something tangible, something you can hold, the opposite of feelings and emotions. Since an object is something you can see, then visibility becomes paramount. But sometimes a person's subjective view of themselves results in an inaccurate depiction of what is happening. Events or things that are subjective are open to interpretation. They are influenced by or based on personal beliefs or feelings rather than facts. And this subjective stance can result in a mental blind spot or scotoma, during which a person is unable to see personality traits in themselves that are obvious to others. In the same way that the truck from the previous illustration blinded the blue car driver from constructive opportunities, mental blind spots inhibit our ability to see the bigger picture. So what might a person not see due to scotoma? Here's an example. Let's say you have a successful client who boosts his market share and achieves exponential business growth. Operating on a larger scale exacerbates this client's vendor relationships due to his ongoing demand for more products and services. As his vendor, you see firsthand that his higher volume buying patterns frequently push him past his credit limit. Your company's finance team is asked to increase this client's credit limit, for which there is a process. The finance team compiles paperwork, such as bank statements, credit applications, and correspondence among bureaucrats, none of whom have a vested interest in this client's business success. And as in any bureaucracy, delays soon arise. The paperwork delays frustrate your client because he wants to buy more product from you. The finance team, meanwhile, is more focused on serving the bureaucracy rather than serving the client, and conflict seems unavoidable. Among business professionals, the tendency to serve a process rather than a customer is often the result of rationalization. Why? Because serving the process is easier than serving a customer. Processes don't complain. Processes don't ask questions, and processes don't make unrealistic demands on our time and resources. Rationalization occurs when people devise self-satisfying but incorrect reasons for their behavior. I have encountered many service professionals who rationalize to themselves that when customers complain, it's okay to get defensive or to retaliate, which is selfish and unprofessional behavior. Any service professional who retaliates with a customer is only thinking about himself. This is selfish. Rather than retaliate, professionals must practice patience and humility. Patience pays big dividends because patience helps a person to suspend their anger. People are not punished for their anger. They are punished by their anger. Being patient also gives you more time to think constructively during conflict resolution. It is the skilled professional who can maintain perspective, minimize scotoma, and consider doing what results in more cooperation and a mutually beneficial alliance. We have already learned that rationalization is when people devise self-satisfying but incorrect reasons for their behavior. The self-satisfying component is mostly due to the lack of perspective. When you can't see the bigger picture, then you can't capture all the required information to resolve conflict. People who rationalize manifest their self-satisfaction by doing what is easy rather than what is correct. And this is not good conflict resolution behavior because it lacks tenacity. To resolve conflict effectively, service professionals must seek the underlying interest of another person's position and apply the 4 proactive behaviors of awareness, inquiry, listening, and discernment. In addition, perspective and seeing the big picture enables service professionals to get out of their own way so their objectivity can take hold to minimize scotoma. These conflict resolution principles require practice. And I assure you that when this lesson's strategies are applied, the additional cooperation among your various alliances will result in you gaining mutual trust.